I do some pretty sketchy stuff on the internet, and I don't know about you, but I don't want all that in someone else's hands.
Well, Arnav, then I have just the solution for you. Introducing terms of procrastination, or as I like to call it, TAP.
Tap is an aesthetic, easy-to-use Chrome extension that prioritizes customer comfort. With just a click of a button, it will retrieve the privacy policy and terms and conditions from the current website and display a concise summary, saving the user the trouble of having to read tediously long documents filled with legal jargon.
All right, so here I am on Kahoot, and I'm here to play all the great fun quizzes that are on here. But before I sign up for an account, I want to make sure that they're not misusing my data or mishandling my privacy. And so to do that, I can look through the privacy policy and terms and conditions. But rather than that, I'm going to tap on the tap icon over here, and terms of procrastination is going to do the work for me. All right, and here we see the privacy policy and the terms and conditions have loaded in. Let's redo them. So the summary for the privacy policy says that a bit about Kahoot itself. Says we can create and upload, play, and host games, invite others to join game, all stay private, and users agree not to submit libelous, harassing, or threatening content, which seems fair. Now we want to look through the terms and conditions. By using this company's services, we agree to the following. We agree to defend, indemnify, and hold a service harmless in case of a claim related to the fact that we don't condone any of these in terms of service. That seems fair to me. And the service provider makes no guarantee that we will continue to use the service. That also seems fair to me. So since the privacy policy and terms and conditions seem fair to me, I will click yep here because that sounds good to me, and that means it has been added to my whitelisted sites. All right, that looks good.
By registering and logging into the extension, you can get access to your own database that stores which websites you've whitelisted and which ones you've blacklisted. Whitelisted websites contain information about websites where you've read the summary policy and agreed with their terms, while blacklisted sites are where you read the summary of terms and conditions and went, hold up, things are suspicious here. TAP simply acts like a spy tool to help warn you of potential threats in your browser so that you can be safe with your data.
These pages also give you the option to reread the summarized terms for that site by saving the links to them, and you can also remove or transfer it from blacklisted or whitelisted. We implemented the front end of the extension in React, and then we built it as an extension for a more convenient user experience. And as a single web page, it can also switch between views with less latency.
We were able to create concise summaries using a highly accurate transformer in PyTorch. We fine-tuned the digital BART CNN model from Hugging Face by training it over 400 examples from a custom dataset. We made our custom dataset using the TOS-DR API by collecting the terms of service and privacy policy documents of major corporations and their corresponding summaries, compiling these into a CSV file, and creating a PyTorch dataset that we used to train the Hugging Face model. Researching and learning these tools became the most challenging aspect of our project, as well as our proudest accomplishment.
On top of that, we were able to access the privacy policies and terms and conditions by using the Beautiful Soup library to store the text content from the URLs returned by the front end.
And finally, we use PyMongo to achieve data persistence and store user-specific data, such as blacklisted and whitelisted websites based on their terms and privacy policy, in MongoDB.
From a business perspective, we consider TAP to be valuable in the market because of 3 reasons. Number 1, it's a lightweight and practical Chrome extension that can be easily maintained and deployed. Number 2, it's free to use and extremely convenient. The application will do the searching and summarizing for you on any website of your choice. Finally, it is extremely relevant in today's technological age. With customers becoming increasingly aware about data privacy, there would be immense demand for such an accessible and effective application. And this is how we made Terms and Procrastination, or as we call it, TAP.